Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today I am going to do an embroidery project, and it's going to be making little goodie bags. Now they could be for toys or for treats, and I am using a collection from OESD. Now this collection has us make these bags with iridescent that we can see through them, and the seam allowances are poked inside. And I'm not going to follow the directions. I'm going to have the seam allowances come outside, and I'm going to make them so you can't peek through the bags. So the project I want to do today is based around this new collection from OESD for Christmas this year. They have treat bags and little labels. So we have 6 different treat bags and 6 different tags. The tags are nice and big, so we're going to be able to put them on gifts. But afterwards, if we sign the back, they would make great tree ornaments. Now the gift bags are made with their beautiful felt. So we end up with beautiful soft bags. The seam allowances are inside, and we do use the iridescent luxe vinyl, which means we can see through these, and that really is a lot of fun. But today I want to change this pattern. I want to make the bag so that we cannot see through it. And I want to change it up a bit so we have exposed seams. And I'm going to turn it into denim. So it is the same file. I'm just going to switch it up a bit. I'm still going to use that felt because it does give it a beautiful texture. But I am going to have this frayed look of my denim all the way around. So for that, we're going to change up the materials needed. I'm still going to use some felt and the beautiful Isocore thread. The stabilizer will need to be a heavyweight tearaway stabilizer, and you'll see that when we get to the end of the project. I'm going to use some tearaway tape. I am going to use a 14 embroidery needle and some denim. So let me hoop that stabilizer so we can get started. The first row of stitching we're going to do is a placement line. From here, I'm going to either add on that felt, or in my case, it's going to be the denim. I can see through the stabilizer, so I'm going to be able to use that grippy mat to my advantage. And I need to place my fabric here. We do need something to hold this down, as we are not going to be doing that row of stitching to hold that down. So I would recommend a temporary adhesive spray. Now I could spray right here, but I prefer to spray the back of my fabric on a big fluffy towel, and that way my hoop stays clean. And I just need a bit. And while you're at it, you can spray the back of that second side. Now I'm going to be able to lay this on, smooth it out, a little bit of tape on those 4 corners. Now let's go to the machine and get some embroidery done. The next row of stitching they're going to want us to do is an outline stitch. We're not going to do that, so you're going to bypass stitch number 2. We're going to be able to go right to stitch number 3, and in this case, I am going to be doing the candy. Put that felt on and finish that stitch. I can trim and get going on that embroidery. So we've done all of this embroidery. The next step are going to be buttonholes along the top. So we're going to be able to do those just as planned. So the bag is ready for the next step. If we're following the directions and we want those seam allowances tucked inside, we would then put our felt or our denim this way, and it's going to stitch around. I want exposed seams, so I'm going to have to take this off the machine and put this underneath. So I do have the right side. I did put that temporary spray and some tape. I'm going to put it back onto the machine. And that last row of stitching is going to come around here. The machine work's done, now we can remove all of the stabilizer. When we look at between those layers, we are going to see a row of stitching, and that is only on the stabilizer. So it is going to come off. Get a little past that. So there's that basting line. And that is going to tear all the way around. So there's no stabilizer in between those rows. Now just put your hand in and take out some of that stabilizer. So you can take out a pile, and if you'd like, turn the bag so that you can see the rest of that stabilizer and remove any of the stabilizer that you want removed. Trim off any loose threads, and if you find it's still a little bit sticky, just take some baby wipes and rub that back. Now we get to turn it right back out. I'm going to be able to trim this bag so it's equal, and we do want to open up those buttonholes on both sides. Pull off some of those fibers. Now we can put the ribbon on. That bag is now done. So we can do the bags with a beautiful iridescent that you can see through and have those seam allowances inside, or make more of a surprise bag so they don't know what's inside. We could label each of these bags, so not only do they get a treat bag, they get a keepsake ornament. So this new collection from OESD does give us options. We have 6 great gift tags, or ornaments the way I look at them, and we have treat bags. And the treat bags are quite big. The inside measurements are about 6 inches by 7 inches, so they're going to hold some little toys or some fun treats. And we have partnered with OESD this year, so there is a discount code. I'll put a link in the description for you. And as always, thank you for joining me today on So Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I have a newsletter. It's all free under So Very Easy. And be sure to make every day a so-tacular day. Bye for now.